Testing. Ooh, that's kind of hot. Drop it down a little bit. How are we doing? Everyone hear me good, or you want me to turn it up a little bit? Let's turn it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Turn it up a little bit. There we go. Okay. That should be good. Looks good here. All right, let's uh-oh. Where is it? Oh, there it is. First time back in the studio. Ooh, is it it might be a little much. Hold on.
Turn up my headset.
You're up. Up louder like this?
Mine up?
Are you plugged in? Because you're loud. Can you not hear anything? Uh-oh, did we break something? We're plugged into one, right? Testing. 1, 2, nothing. Huh.
I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't. It's definitely not that because we can all hear. Is that better? Can you hear now? Better. Oh, I wonder if were you? Oh yeah, you just changed it though. Testing. Nothing really. Interesting. That's not good. Well, luckily there's... I don't know. What's that? 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello. All right, well, you're in 4 tonight. We'll just go with that. Oh, but I don't need to do that. Okay. How about, can you talk?
Yes.
Okay.
That was funny. Sorry.
Right. No, you're fine.
Just trying to be silly.
You're so silly.
Okay. Well, yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Oh, no.
What?
Slight problem. Board's not responding.
That would be why.
That would be part of it. I mean, it's plugged in, obviously, because I can see the mic's working. But the MIDI is not... well, you know what? We don't need to use it anyway. So I'll just do it the old school way.
Hello, listeners. Welcome to the Stogies and Spirits podcast, coming to you live from the Diplomat Cigar Lounge in beautiful downtown Keene, New Hampshire. Is everybody ready? It's time to just cut, light, and suck.
And get hit in the face with a hockey puck.
Disclaimer. We
Did
are
you?
all over the age of 21
He did.
and do not condone
Oh, he did?
underage smoking or drinking. Please drink and smoke responsibly.
Oh, while he was, like, playing hockey? Oh, Nikes.
Wait, who is that?
That's
Damn,
Gil.
That's Gil.
Can't even tell.
Damn, he got... I can't say it because we're too early, but...
Wow.
Damn.
Is he okay? Did he break something?
Yeah, he broke his bone up here.
Oh. Ugh, I can't feel good. How do you even fix that? Just has to heal on its own?
I guess.
Yeah. Not good.
Idiot doesn't wear a face shield, so.
No?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Lesson learned, maybe?
Going to now. Let's hope. He's pretty thick-headed, so maybe not.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
not. Who knows? All right, well, welcome to the show.
We're here. Well, three
We
of
are
us.
here.
Three
Three.
amigos.
3 out of 4,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5, I guess.
Yeah.
Kelly and
Kelly's
Gil.
still there. Kelly, yeah.
Yeah. He's here in
He's probably
spirit
listening.
Yeah.
Maybe later.
from somewhere.
Mm.
making it sound like he's dead.
From heaven, Kelly's in the.
He's
Thanks,
listening
Kelly.
from somewhere. Yeah, so this is our first podcast back from the Jack.
I'm wearing my hoodie.
She's wearing her hoodie. I'm being a little controversial in my t-shirt wear.
Oh, really? No shit. Did you guys not plan that?
We
We did not plan this.
That's awesome. Uncle Nearest.
If you don't know the history, should we tell a history? I don't really know the history. I know a little bit of the history, so I'm
She
going to
might
tell.
know more of it.
You probably know more, so I'm going to say what I
I mean,
know.
I actually have it written in my notes.
She's usually,
and then you're going
like
to correct everything I'm wrong in, which was
an
probably
encyclopedia.
90% of it. So my understanding is, why don't you just tell the story? It'd be easier.
Right from the beginning when he ran away from home.
Yeah, see, I don't know any, like,
Wow, I didn't know
my
that
understanding is that
Are you talking about Nearest Green? Are you
Nearest
talking about,
Green was a slave,
Mhm.
and he befriended Jack Daniels when he was a boy.
Well, so Jack Daniels ran away from home because he didn't get along with his stepmother.
Oh.
And then he started working for Dan Call, who owned a farm, Green. Wait.
Real quick, before we get into this, intros, Bazayo, Ice,
Oh, yeah.
Ginny,
Hi.
go.
Okay. So Nathan Green was on the farm working for Dan Call. This is emancipation. It was right before, because I think he was no longer actually a slave for him.
Oh, okay.
And he stayed on the farm, and he still worked for Dan Call, but kind of was a working partner, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but he, Nathan Green, taught Jack everything he knew about distillation. So, because he was distilling whiskey on the farm.
Who was?
Green.
Nathan
Green
Green
was.
Yes.
On his own.
On his own Dan Call was a pharmacist, but he was also, he had the farm too as well. But I mean, back then, we're talking, back in the day, most people did make their own whiskey. And in some ways, it was used as,
Whiskey, though, or was
trade.
it mostly like moonshine?
It was
kind of
moonshine.
Off the
Yeah,
still?
White
Yeah.
Lightning, yeah.
Yeah, it was more
White
clear.
liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah, clear.
White
sorry.
Dog, White Lightning. The good stuff.
New make.
Oh.
Yeah. So, I
Okay.
mean, you could trade that for goods. So a lot of times they were
Nice.
making that for purposes. And then there was always that one person that made it better than another. So, but yeah, so that's for Jack.
So he ran away from home.
Mm-hmm.
And how did he meet Green?
He started working on the farm that Green was working at.
Because
Got
Dan
it.
Call was,
Yeah. And he just
The
got
owner.
interested in what was going on.
Okay.
he was like a kid. 19,
Teenager.
Yeah.
Younger than that, I think.
Well, when he started working there, I think he started distilling when he was 19, though.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
then how did
I'm
their
not 100%. But.
friendship form into Jack Daniels?
Well, Jack was, he was obviously interested in distillation and wanted to learn it. And so they became close because he was teaching him.
So why isn't it Daniels Green? Why is it Jack Daniels? Oh, probably shouldn't get into that. It's a little too controversial, maybe.
Well, his name is
It was
Nathan.
just his name. Like, he came up with...
Did he?
Jack went off on his own and started his own company.
So he went off on his own.
Yeah.
So Green really
and then
didn't-
brought in Green to do some
Oh,
distilling, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
well, Nathan is Nearest Green is his name. So that's why it's and he was considered an uncle. So Uncle Nearest.
so near it. So where did Nathan come from? Who's Nathan?
That's
Or is that
Green.
Nearest?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
Nearest.
Nearest.
Yeah.
So his name was Nearest, but they called him Nathan.
His name was Nathan. They
His-
called
His
him
name was
Nearest.
Nathan, and they called him Nearest.
Right, his full
Why
name
did they
is-
call him? Oh,
Nathan Nearest Green is his full name.
Nearest is his middle name.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And he was probably older than Jack.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Yeah.
So that's why the designation of Uncle Green
Probably.
or Uncle Nearest, I guess. Because, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Green probably wasn't his actual last name. It was just the name of the owner of the place that he worked, probably.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it could be. I don't know. There's no like written documents, and actually, like Kelly was talking about, like his gravesite. There's mean, there's
I
not
think
really
they
a
just
name.
recently found it.
Well, they did a memorial for it.
Well, I know they did, but I think someone had said, I had read something that they had just recently found the actual place where he was buried, which was quite a bit away from everything else.
I wonder why, because a lot of
yeah.
his family's buried, on the Jack Daniels memorial sites.
Yeah, that is interesting. But yeah, so great history.
Yeah, it's a little bit of history there.
And one thing that I did see was Jack Daniels was, when this was about, I think it was before it was about to come out, Jack Daniels was planning on doing a nearest green bottle. And then they decided they didn't want to make it look like they were trying to cash in on this history.
Yeah.
And so they left it alone. And then the woman, what's her name? Fawn? Is that what it is? The person that actually runs the distillery for Nearest Green.
Oh,
You
gosh.
remember?
I can't remember.
Can't remember.
It's a woman, though.
It is
Yeah.
a woman.
Yeah.
I thought her name was Fawn, but it might be something else similar to that. I know it starts with an F. Sorry.
Oh,
4
you know
letters.
what? I think
They
Dan,
have-
Dan Call was a preacher,
Oh,
not a pharmacist. I think he was the local preacher. I had to think about that for a minute.
interesting.
And Jack actually hired his nearest Green's son, correct?
Oh, a lot of Nearest Green's
Family worked
family
at
work-
Jack Daniels.
And still.
Yeah,
to this
still.
day, like they're
the
extended.
generations down.
Yeah.
Fawn Weaver is her name, and she's only 5 years older than me. But yeah, so she decided to get all that information together and do some research and really, bring out the Nearest Green, I guess.
Legacy,
yeah, in the distillery. So she had, I don't know if she bought it or she had the horse farm, but it was a multi-acre, very large horse farm, and they converted it, or part of it, into a distillery. The other part of it's still used for trading horses, but
Yeah, it's huge. When you go inside, it's like just a huge barn. It's
Yeah.
really neat. It's
so
beautiful.
and so that big barn that you walk into, that actually used to be where they did the horse auctions, and so they used to sell horses. That's what it was. But it would be really cool, I think, if Jack Daniels and Nearest Green, or Uncle Nearest, did some sort of like collaboration type whiskey. I think that would be really cool. That way it's not like Jack really trying to cash in. It's more of, help supporting the legacy. And then with Jack's distribution channels, I think that could help. And if they had some sort of split, I think that would be really cool, because that would, one, help the other distillery, but in addition, kind of give back from, because this was only discovered, I think, 2016, I think they said, or something like that.
Yeah, it came out in
It's-
2016, yeah.
Yeah, so this is
The
a
distillery
fairly
started in
recent
2017.
revelation, so it'd be
Very
nice.
new, yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to bring this up. I'm
No.
doing work right now.
Uh-oh.
I have my carpet cleaning business, right?
You do?
We had the people, my employees, go out and clean,
Sure.
couch.
As they tend to do.
and a rug.
Okay.
And the customers called 30 minutes after they left and were complaining that the couch and the rug were wet.
So do they know how cleaning works?
I guess not.
So to our listener, if you get something cleaned, like a carpet.
Oh,
or-
God. Someone's listening and calling us out.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Guess who's calling us out?
Brandy.
Kelly.
Yep.
Oh,
Brandy.
Yeah, Brandy
Uh-oh,
is.
what are we wrong with?
Yeah.
She says, next time y'all in town, I'm giving y'all a personal history lesson.
Oh, I love it. We'll plan a trip,
Planning the trip.
because we definitely need that.
I love it. We got to go
and-
back. We have to go back.
Caveat, I started this whole thing by saying, I know nothing about this, so I'm going to mess it up. But great history on both sides.
Yeah.
And yeah, so if you didn't know, we spent last weekend at
The
Jack. So
Yeah.
why don't you talk a little bit about that?
The
Yeah.
Jack. What was it? Barbecue International
Barbecue
The world-
competition.
blah, 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 blah.
Barbecue. The
Way to
World
sell it.
Invitational Barbecue Competition.
No, it's an annual event. And
Jack Daniels World Championship Invitational Barbecue.
there it
See,
is.
I got it right.
Which is not our typical thing that we cover, but because
but-
it's Jack Daniels related. I
Yeah,
mean, I thought
cigars
this was a
and
great and
alcohol.
cigars. Yeah,
They
definitely
give away
a lot
of cigars.
Well,
Yeah,
People down there
right.
love smoking cigars.
They do.
I wish I was down there.
So that's something I thought was interesting was at the Uncle Nearest facility. They had
yeah.
a very big integration with cigars. They had cigar glasses, they had lighters, they had cutters, they had this whole selection of cigar stuff, which I guess they're planning on opening like a cigar lounge.
A mobile cigar lounge there, yeah.
But it'd be nice if maybe Jack had some cigar stuff too. That'd be kind of
Right,
cool.
that'd be
We can help him out with that.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll send them some ideas.
Yeah, exactly. So, because they do integrate very well.
Oh, very.
You know, it's just like, you know, a steak and wine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's that.
I can even work with a
Collaboration.
company on getting them a Jack branded cigar.
Exactly, because you have your Diplomat branded
Well,
cigar.
I could talk like a real company, like a big name.
Yeah, like a Gurkha. Or
Like Gurkha would do it. They do it with like Remington and a lot of other companies.
Oh, nice. The weapons manufacturer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that could be something.
Yeah.
If anyone is listening, that would be.
Anyone from Jack is listening, contact me. We'll get it going.
You probably have our card.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we.
Great time.
It was a great time. We went down there. We set
Perfect
up our
weather.
booth. The weather was awesome. A little windy, but the first day there was a little bit of rain, but it was still good.
Yeah.
And it actually kind of just wet down the ground to make it
Yeah,
so
that was
there wasn't
not so
like
dusty.
dusty. Yeah. The vendors were great. The food was amazing. Everyone is super nice. I was actually kind of surprised at how overly nice
Yeah.
everybody was.
I was
like,
very nervous about that. Like a few days before we left,
yeah.
I was like, we're doing all of this, and what if no one wants to talk to us? And this
Yeah.
is just a waste of our time. But it wasn't. Everyone was so
Everybody was
generous
Everyone
and
came up.
talkative.
wanting to talk and,
Yeah.
and ask us questions and answered our questions, and we were asking them.
A
So
lot of people thought we were selling stuff. It's like, nope, we're not selling
Nope.
sound equipment. Nope. we're not a mobile, start your own podcast company.
no, if you want to buy this, though,
I just don't want to rebuy it, so no. But everyone is super nice.
international teams. We talked to a few international
We
teams,
did.
correct?
So
Yep.
we got a lot of interviews. We got a lot of just, I want to call it B-roll, but
Raw footage.
just raw footage of the entire event that I will be putting together soon.
Yeah.
And we'll post it up on all our social media.
I think you can even do it in sections. Like
I think
you
I
can do
will.
one of just the first day
Yeah.
when we're doing the I know Jack about barbecue, or I know Jack about cooking, or what was that one?
I know Jack. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Jack.
That was the one that's like chopped. Like they open up, they don't know what they're gonna get, and they have to like lift it up, and then they get like a vegetable.
Oh yeah, they have the
meat.
big box, and they take the box
Yeah.
off, and there's something.
So you can
under
do
there,
that
and they
on
gotta cook
one,
it.
then you can do
Yeah.
another one with just interviews, and then I think
I think I'm gonna. I have some ways that
Yeah.
I want to put it together, so I
have
think
all
it'll come
the
out pretty good.
Team, like where everybody placed too. Do you want to wait?
Yeah. No, I mean, no. Well,
We got to talk to. Well, I wanted to talk to Uncle Pig's barbecue pit.
oh yeah,
oh,
they
the people
won
that won.
Yeah.
the whole thing, but
And
they
I was
were-
so bummed because I reached out to them, but I don't know if they don't really keep up with their messenger or whatever, because we had reached out to them before we left.
Well,
but
where are they from? Aren't they kind of
they're New Jersey.
New Jersey? Yeah, so that's not too far
But
from
I think
us.
they placed for New Hampshire because we didn't have a New Hampshire team there.
Oh,
I think
don't
they
know.
were the ones that won the New Hampshire division and
Oh,
then
maybe.
got the New Hampshire. Yeah, I'm
So New
pretty
Hampshire
sure.
won.
Sure.
Go New Hampshire.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Gary, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That works. I mean, yeah. But
But they were great, and it was so cool to like see them win because when, like, I could tell they're gonna win. You remember,
Yeah.
I walked over. I'm like, they're gonna win. So I walked over to get like their front view of when they won, like their reaction, and they were like, their heads were down. Like I was like looking all emotional. I was like getting all tear eyed because I was like,
They
oh,
won
man.
$25,000.
yeah, I mean that's
That's a
pretty
you
big
could see,
check.
you could see the anxiety in his face, and I was like, oh my god, I hope he wins because
Well, their name got called so many times
Yeah.
throughout the night, like they're just accumulating points.
yeah, I mean,
imagine winning like $15,000 and then
getting it
days
taken
later
away.
being told
Oh.
that
Oh, like American Royal. Yeah.
you're not going to have it. So one thing I thought was really cool. So a little bit of controversy here out of the American Royale, which is the other. There's basically two giant international barbecue competitions in the United States. One is the Jack, one is the American Royale. And at the American Royale, they announced a winner, and then they realized that they tabulated the scores incorrectly, and a different team had actually won.
Yeah.
I think they had come in fourth place or something, and then
Yeah, the team that
they-
was like called out as first was actually fourth, and then
or something like
Something
that.
like that. It was, like, mixed
so,
up.
So anyway, another team won. So I don't know how that works with the money and all of that. And the last I saw, they're still trying to figure all that out.
That's crazy.
Big mistake. But the good thing is, at the Jack, they, even though that other team didn't win, they still got an invite to next year's competition. So the only way you can get to the Jack, you can't just go. Like, I think American Royale, as long as you pay for your spot, which are kind of expensive, you can go. Whereas at the Jack, you have to be invited. So you have to win another competition to be invited. So these guys technically didn't win a competition because they didn't win the Royale, but they still got the invite to go to the Jack. So I thought that was really cool of them
That's very
to do.
nice of them.
Yeah. So again, one of the biggest things we saw was the camaraderie between all of the different groups, because a lot of these international groups, like, think about it. If you've ever been to any sort of barbecue, they have these trailers, they have these giant smokers, they have all of this equipment that's going into it that they need to use to cook their meat. If you're coming from Germany or Sweden or Australia or wherever, you're not bringing a trailer with you. You know, there's no way. So the cool thing about it is apparently there's different ways they can do it. Some of them, they just know other barbecuers because it's such a small, tightly knit community that they just ask to borrow stuff and people will cobble things together. But apparently there's also groups that what they'll do is they have these like warehouses that they put these extra trailers in and extra equipment for any teams that need to use them in different areas. So wherever, the main competition areas are, like the Jack, obviously in Tennessee, they will have just storage of this extra equipment that the other people can come and use. So it's really cool.
Well, I was talking to one of them, and they told me that what they do is they have a almost like a storage unit.
Yeah.
And so like when they're out in Tennessee, it's only like an hour away.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
So they when they fly back, they drive their stuff over the storage equipment. I can hear that in the
Like
background.
they'll buy extra equipment and
Right.
just
Yeah.
store it in
Different
Tennessee in
places.
different places. Then
Yeah.
when they travel there, they don't have to.
They don't have to.
They just
Yeah.
go to that storage unit and pick up this. It's a big investment.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So
Yeah, that was kind of mind-boggling a little bit. It was like how much, because the meats and all the equipment and everything they've invested into it. It's really not a hobby. It's a way of life for them.
Yeah, I'm assuming that they have to get their own meats and everything. They're not just provided by,
No, you have to buy their
tournament.
own.
You
There's
have to
many
buy your
different
own
places you
stuff.
can buy it from. Like the guy from Saskatchewan that won
Yeah.
his division for the
What was it?
judge's choice. No choice.
I think
Chef's
so.
choice.
Chef's choice.
Choice.
He won the chef's choice.
Mm-hmm.
He bought his meat from a place called Snake River Farms,
Oh.
which is like a high-end online meat retailer. There's a guy in Florida who has a friend here in Keene. He sells a lot of meat to competitors.
Nice.
We actually met one of them at Miss Mary Bobo's.
Oh, cool.
We were sitting next to him, and I was like, "Yeah, I have this list of people to talk to. You guys buy your meat from this?" And I went down the name, and his name was last. He's like, "Well, you can check that one off the list."
Yeah.
I know that was
As you're
so
talking
funny.
to me,
That's cool.
that was cool.
That was like perfect.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel like they would want to pick out their own meats because that kind of gives them the advantage of like picking out
Oh,
the
sure.
best, So I'm sure that they want to.
No, absolutely. I just think of like when we saw that first one, which was the competition, what was it called again? That first thing that we recorded.
I know Jack
Yeah, I
about
know
grilling.
I know Jack about grilling. When they did that, they provided the meats and things that they had
Yeah.
to use to cook. So,
Yeah.
but it was a different.
But I also think you had
case.
to. There's a cost to going into those. I think.
I don't know if they're. I mean, maybe, but
know.
I don't know how they
my-
got chosen to do that.
So
You
yeah,
can
that's
sign
what I
up
said.
for it.
Oh,
they
people signed up?
People
Yeah.
sign
And they
up,
got
and then they
picked?
kind of pick randomly, is what
Yeah.
I was told.
Yeah, because when I was talking to Bill Gillespie, he was saying that he didn't take part in that because he was just too busy.
Sure.
So he didn't.
And I think it was Primo, which is the
Primo ceramic
the
smokers.
ceramic smokers. I believe they were the ones that paid for that or did the marketing.
They provided all the
They
grills.
provided the grills, and
Yeah,
and, I
and
think
they actually
they
provided a lot of grills,
investment.
smokers for the international teams.
Yes.
If you went down through there and you saw them, they all had the Primo smokers.
Which they actually do look pretty cool. I mean, it looks like a green egg, right?
Yeah, just oval.
It's just oval instead of round, which makes a lot of sense because, other than the old school like Weber grills that are the circles, everything else is long because you want to cook, a
Yeah.
few
A
things
lot of
on
meat,
there.
yeah.
And so it just makes more sense because it's easier to reach around.
Yeah, he said
when
he
it's all
shipped down
in
a
front of
whole
you.
tractor trailer truckload of them.
Yeah, I think he said there was like, to the Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they said at the last event they were at, maybe it was American Royale, maybe it was something else, but he said they gave out like 30 girls there. And so
Oh, wow.
I don't know what they did at the Jack, but
Yeah,
so shout out to them because that's
that's
awesome.
huge. That's great of
that
them to
they're
do something like
supporting
that.
these kinds of events. That's awesome. Okay, what else?
The dessert competition was really cool.
The pie auction was
Oh my gosh.
insane.
That was insane.
We ate a $55 pie, which is probably the cheapest one.
I think that was the cheapest one. I think they gave it to us because they felt bad.
I think so too,
Yeah.
because these things were going upwards of $600 plus.
Some of them. It was
on
all
some
to
of
our
them.
good cause. So
It's always a good
It was an
cause.
auction,
The historical.
Pie
a benefit
yeah.
auction.
Yeah, but some of them, there were some bidding wars on a couple of those items, and
Mm-hmm.
That one girl went home. She had to be like driven back because she had won so many of the.
Like three. She had like 3 or 4, right?
Oh, she
I
had
thought I
more
saw her.
than
Yeah.
that.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, they were in a side by side. They had to get driven back with all their like pies and
Oh,
everything
wow.
that they got because she had
that's crazy.
won all the auctions.
If
Yeah.
they had taken credit cards, I probably would have bid up a little bit higher, but it was cash and check only. So
It was really fun. It did make me feel like we were in kind of like a Hallmark movie, though. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
like that town was really cute.
absolutely, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
definitely an old school town.
Yeah, had like
highly
the old
suggest it.
saloon signs, and everything was like really clean. Just really
Well, they said
pretty.
they get like 250, 300,000 visitors through that town
Yeah,
every year.
Wow, you wouldn't know it. It looks like so clean, so
Yeah.
nice.
That's
Yeah,
a lot for that
that's
little
true.
place.
That is a
Yeah.
lot for that little town. Yeah,
I think it's just consistent though. They're always busy. It's not like they're busy 2 months out of the year. I think that's just
No.
consistent all the way through.
Yeah,
definitely.
So it's never overwhelmed.
And it was cool to see. There was another distillery there, the Lynchburg Distillery,
Mm-hmm.
that
that
was
was
right
cute.
in that little town. They had just started. I mean, we actually all got bottles from their first barrel.
Well, they didn't just start because he did MGP.
Well, no, so he started
it's-
MGP 4 years
So
ago.
4 or
yeah.
5 years ago, yeah.
But this is their first
His
Tennessee
first, yeah.
like barrel from that he started his product,
Mm-hmm.
and that was really cool to see. Just somebody like starting up brand new. So you
Yeah.
go from Jack Daniel's international powerhouse of whiskey sold everywhere in the entire world. And then you go and see this guy in the same town, probably 2 blocks away,
Yeah.
that just started out, telling us how, they got a crack in the barrel and, all
How
these different
smart, though.
things.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
how smart. Everyone's going there for Jack anyways. Why not stop at
I
another
mean, you're gonna
distillery?
get the
Why
foot-
not?
Yeah.
Why not? You're gonna stop. You're not gonna be like, oh no, I went to Jack. I don't need to go there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, you're gonna stop there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like you build a gas station next to the gas station that's doing well.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
And
good
he had a
for him.
winery attached to it.
He did. He
He did.
started with the winery and
He was doing the winery, I think, for 30 years, he said, or
financed
something like that.
financed the distillery from the winery.
Yeah.
I
That's the
wish
way to
I
go.
would have. I probably would have. Can I apply over here? I mean, I have the wine and the whiskey.
Yeah, no, he's the owner, he's the master distiller, he's all of that stuff. So, and he has a full-time job on top of that. He's
Oh
like
my
an
God.
IT
In the IT world,
consultant.
yeah.
Yeah. So
A lot.
it's a lot. I thought I was doing a lot. but
Oh yeah, you got to
Damn.
step up.
I
Add,
gotta-
add another thing.
gotta start a distillery.
Just start another
apparently.
one.
Yeah.
Might as well. Everyone's doing it.
Yep.
So it was really cool to see that whole town. And Jack inviting us up to do the
That was so good.
the dinner
Barbecue on
barbecue
the hill.
on the hill.
Mhm.
That was awesome.
That was a lot of people up there.
There was
Holy
a lot of
macaroni.
people.
Yeah.
That was a ton of people.
Yeah,
Packed.
it was a lot of people.
Yeah.
On my end, it was really nice to get close to Bill and at Smoking Hogs and his wife Sean, and to like just feel like when they would walk me through their trailer, and I got to like really talk to them, and I felt like they were getting really close to us. Like I don't know, it was just nice.
Yeah, he was a really nice guy.
Oh,
And who
absolutely.
knew?
he
Like
won.
he's like he won the chicken division.
Was it chicken?
Yeah.
Oh, he did 6th place overall too.
6 overall, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
that's
is huge.
amazing.
He's from Mass.
Everyone knows who he is.
And
so-
everyone knows who he is. He's like
He's the celebrity.
like
Yeah.
if you don't know Bill, you don't know barbecue.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it was.
Yeah.
It was
Exactly.
crazy.
It was crazy.
He's just been on the circuit so long.
Oh yeah,
The
We have a
kid-
local guy here that went to the Jack like 9 times.
yeah.
Charcoal Charlie.
Oh really? I didn't know he did that.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I love Charcoal Charlie.
Yep.
And
The
then
brisket is
Paul
amazing.
Parker, who I met at Fireworks, Paul Parker and Charcoal Charlie. We met both of them there. It
Mm-hmm.
was really funny. But if I didn't meet Paul, I would have never met Bill. So
Mm.
that's really cool. But
Yeah, it's crazy how all
and
that
he's been
kinda
to the
comes
Jack
together.
too. So.
Oh yeah, so it was an experience.
We got to meet the Canadian teams, which was really neat to meet them.
Yes.
And then they both placed.
Yeah,
Saskatchewan.
yeah. He won, and then the other one placed.
Every time I
so
hear that,
was
I think of
cool.
the movie.
The Mean Mo's placed a few
What was
things.
that?
Fargo?
No, not Fargo. The one with Adam Sandler and his kids.
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking
What?
What's the movie with Adam
Canada?
Sandler and his kids? And he's like going to this
about.
summer park. Yeah, grown ups.
Grown-ups?
In
Oh.
grown ups,
Okay,
when they go to
yeah.
the pool,
And the girls are looking at that guy.
and the girls are looking at the guy, and he's like this
Yeah.
big Jack guy, and he comes over, and he's obviously got roid
How
voice.
How are you, ladies?
He's from Saskatchewan or Saskatchewan. Maybe I'm
I
wrong.
don't know. I think you're wrong.
Maybe it is. Yeah.
Get
I
it
don't
right,
think so.
Josh. Get it
That's okay.
It's all Canada. It's all the same.
Whatever. They all talk with the flopping heads. Just kidding.
Yeah, but they did really well.
No, they did. They all did. They all did. It was.
Yeah,
great.
that other Canadian team won something too. I don't think they won.
I don't
but
think they won.
Placed.
The Mean Mo's.
Nemo's place.
They placed.
Yeah.
I think they got a
Can't remember.
second and a third or something like
I
that.
had it in my
don't know.
phone.
But yeah, no.
And
all
what was
the
the other
teams we talked to
Canadian
did
team
really
you
well.
talked to that we interviewed?
Smoking Outlaws.
Smoking Outlaws. They did really well.
They
He's the one
won
that won the Chef's Choice.
Chef's Choice. Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
And
Oh,
they
yeah,
got
that
surf.
looked
It was
good.
surf and turf.
Oh, that's
We're
right.
gonna
With,
have
like-
to post those pictures.
Oh my God, that looked. Did I show you that? The one
No.
I sent you that. I
Maybe.
screenshotted off his Facebook page.
I don't know, man. There's so much stuff that got sent to me. That I'm trying to get.
I
through.
know. I did a lot.
I didn't send you anything.
No.
I
Okay,
knew you were
good.
going to be overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I was like, nope,
There's a
I'm gonna
lot.
leave him alone.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So
Here's it.
Oh, you got it. You wanna?
I'll show it to you too.
Oh, wow. Is that what he had? at
That's
the
what he gave to the judges.
Oh wow! Show it on the camera there. There you go. Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty
that's
impressive.
crazy. That looks amazing.
Lobster tails,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like a surf and
ribeye
turf.
or tomahawk steak, and then a fillet.
just the presentation alone is amazing.
Yeah,
on
beautiful.
that.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. I mean, their presentation, and they had like rules on what they could garnish with. I mean, and how they set it up in their container.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty intense. I went to the
Apparently-
regulation meeting, and I was like, oh,
Apparently, you can't garnish with shots of Jack.
no, no, you can't.
I think you
Apparently,
can.
They
Can
did,
you?
but
Yes.
I don't know.
They didn't get in trouble for
They
that.
didn't?
There was talk for a minute, but I didn't.
No, they
know
didn't
what
get in
it-
trouble.
No?
I saw that dessert come out when they were throwing it away,
Yeah.
and probably 6 of the 8 shots were taken.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well then,
Well, why isn't everybody doing it then?
Yeah,
I
right?
would do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
get him drunk.
Get them. Yeah, they're gonna like it even more. You put whiskey in front of me, I'm gonna like your dessert.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, especially if it's part of the dessert.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't get in trouble for that, right?
No.
It's like Josh on Sundays when he does the Bloody Marys, and it's literally like a diner plate of food on
I
top
wish.
of the drink.
I wish.
The steak through.
It's not considered food. It's
a garnish.
it's a garnish. Yeah,
As long as it's sticking out of a drink, it's a garnish.
it's a garnish. Yeah, we're gonna do next weekend. We're doing mozzarella sticks. and onion rings
Oh,
on top of the
on top of the Bloody Marys.
Yeah, with shrimp and bacon and.
Nice.
I think the mozzarella sticks are definitely a good call. I mean, you dip them in marinara anyway, so you
Yeah.
get a Bloody Mary.
Yep.
So stay tuned, and we'll definitely have some videos and some.
It's just a lot
posted.
of compiling for you, and I know you're
It's a
busy.
lot. Yeah.
Well, I think my peak was interviewing Chris Fletcher.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That
you guys
was
interviewed him?
amazing.
Yeah, I got really
You
nervous.
didn't notice that?
I said no,
Yeah.
didn't know.
Yeah.
I just said, hey, that's Chris Fletcher. Why don't you go get him for an interview?
And I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm coming
Then you
around.
ran over
I did.
Yeah, well, I'm coming down
like a little schoolgirl.
the road, and Josh is
I was
like,
excited.
Josh is like, "Oh, you're welcome," and I'm like, "Oh, what do I say? I wasn't prepared."
Yeah.
I was
He's really
nervous.
down to earth.
He was very down to earth, but I was just so nervous. I got nervous,
Yeah. No, it was fun.
but it was fun. I have his.
How long has he
signature
been doing that?
Since 2020, but he's been
3
at that
years.
distillery since
Yeah.
like 2001.
But master distiller for 3 years.
Yeah.
Started
So
out
he's the
giving
one that's been
tours.
coming up with all the new, like rye and triple mash and stuff like that. Correct?
Him and his
As far as I
team,
know, his
probably. Yeah,
team,
he's
yeah,
got a
he's
team of like
50.
50 people.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
sure
mean,
they help.
But
Yeah.
better. They've just been doing more than just the Jack, the single barrel. The
Oh yeah,
Like-
they've definitely been expanding.
yeah.
On, I mean, you have to, because right now we're living in the time of whiskey and bourbon just blowing up and becoming so popular that you can't even find some stuff in the stores. That never happened. I mean, maybe it did, but not in my lifetime that I can remember. So this is the time to do it. Take advantage. People are into it. It's becoming very popular. Expand your selection. And I'm not going to lie, not everybody likes just a regular whiskey. Some people like different things. Some people like that full rye craziness, and some people like it a little sweeter. Some people like it, a little stronger, whatever it is. So it makes sense to just have more options, because one, like I said, some of the stuff is just hard to find.
Yeah.
And two, people have different palates. So I think this is a perfect opportunity to take advantage of that. What's
Expanding
going
your
on.
customer base by getting these people with different palates. To
Yeah.
Well, you gotta
buy your
also,
product.
You gotta also think too, like you have Jack Daniels, and then you have Gentleman Jack. You have all the different profiles. But if you are used to drinking Jack Daniels, you might love Jack Daniels. But hey, you want to try something new? Why send them off to another
A different distillery, a different brand.
Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
can make it, keep them at your brand, and give them the complexity of different
Yeah.
varieties. So, like, I like Jack Daniels. I love Jack Daniels, but I love Gentleman Jack too. So, if I feel like Gentleman Jack one day, versus Jack Daniels, that gives me, I'm sticking with the same company, but I'm going around.
Yeah, I put it over there, and then
Yeah,
we
we
didn't
don't
put a
have the
camera.
camera. Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the things I want to show here, if I can get it up here. So we do have this Gentleman Jack that Josh was nice enough to purchase for each of us. And if we look on the back here, it is the Stogies and Spirits logo, that's awesome that
Yeah,
they could put that
pretty
on there, along with the Jack Daniels World Championship logo at the bottom. So that's really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was really nice.
Figured I'd get us all something to remember it by.
Yeah, I got us these little Jack Daniels bottles that had our names on them, or whatever.
Most
I could
of our
find that was
names on 'em.
close.
Mine had a G on it.
Yours had a G.
A G. That's
Mine-
close enough.
Yeah.
I had two for me. I had a D and a J because I definitely wasn't going to find Warren.
Yeah.
And so I was like, maybe I should get number one dad. No. No. DJ works. So do you want to talk about the cigar since you've been puffing and puffing? How's it going?
Oh, I've smoked this before on here. I just picked something.
Oh, you just
This is from Gurkha, the Collection Especial. Super mild, easy to smoke. I'm the only place in New Hampshire you can buy it right now
Oh,
in store. So
nice.
yeah, I saw a lot of them too. Like
Yeah.
I bought 15 boxes 3 months ago, and they're all gone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So I just bought another 15 boxes, I think.
Yeah. Might as well, right?
Yep.
How come you can't find it anywhere else? Is it?
It's just this shop sells the most amount of Gurkha in the entire state.
Oh, so you kind of get first pick of.
I'm the
what
only
you're
one.
gonna
Yeah.
get.
Yep.
That's cool.
They sell these. They let the shop selling like, I don't know what I'm trying to say here.
I don't know either.
Me either.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what we're drinking.
Whoever
today.
sells the most amount of gurkha in the state gets to sell these. It's very limited.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So it's a rare. They don't have enough to supply everybody with these.
Correct. I think it's just one of those things like a nod, like, hey, thank you for supporting us. We're going to support you.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So if you want to try it, this is the only place to do it.
It's very good.
What are the flavors of
Earthy,
earthy?
Leather.
leather, tobacco.
Really? You don't usually get that.
No,
You want?
that's a new
Is it
one.
what's the wrapper? What's the inside? What's the?
I think it's
Nicaraguan?
Nicaraguan. Yeah. I don't remember everything about
Gurkha
it.
typically tends to be.
Well, they have a little of everything.
They do a lot of Connecticut wrappers too, I think. But-
Kelly's listening.
oh yeah.
He is. He said exclusive. I am the
Yes.
exclusive place. Yeah.
There you go.
Thank
In
you,
New
Kelly.
Hampshire.
In New Hampshire. I appreciate him. He's always got my back.
Of course. So, you want me to talk about the Boston Harbor Distillery?
Sure.
So, Boston Harbor Distillery. And let me show you the bottles. We only got one camera tonight, and one of those situations that when you're traveling, sometimes cords get misplaced. So, this one is the Putnam whiskey. And again, Boston Harbor Distillery. It is an American single malt, 86 proof. So what is an American single malt? Is that basically a Scotch, but not from Scotland?
Well, it can't be a Scotch.
But not from Scotland?
If it's not from Scotland, it cannot be a Scotch. So I have
Sure.
to say American single malt. It's made
Basically
in
a
America.
Scotch made
It's
in
a
America.
Scotch made in America.
Yeah.
Well,
What's the difference?
so CFR does not have regulation. Code of Federal Regulations does not have regulations yet for American single malt.
So this
But
could be anything.
it's in the works as of 2022, I think June or July. They started talking about regulating this, and it takes about 6 years for those regulations to go through, but to be finalized. I think it's right around there, but they'll put it in because it's Chapter 27 in the code F in CFR is our regulations for whiskey, bourbon,
So but American or
single malt's not in there, but
any single malt or just American single malt?
American. Because this is
It's a new market.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
a new market. I mean, Westland has been doing it.
Jack Daniels.
Yeah, Jack Daniels did
Oh,
it.
they have an American
They
single
have their
malt?
single malt.
Yep,
Yeah.
they
nice.
just started that
But
too.
they don't sell it in America.
Right.
Oh, that's right.
Only
That's
sold in Europe.
international,
Yeah.
or you can find it in some military
They did it specially.
Military bases overseas.
military bases.
It's not here.
I think they no.
No.
Oh, interesting.
Only in
Okay.
Europe right now.
Yeah.
High West does one,
High West. What's the
which
other?
is terrible, by the way.
Westland.
I hate
Really?
saying that on the podcast, but High West, High Country is awful.
What's the
that's
other
too bad.
West? Westland and West. Where is it? Where?
Westworld?
No. Is it?
That's a good show.
West. West. There's another one anyway,
It's on
but
HBO.
I haven't tried it. But the
Goosebumps?
That's a show too.
that
Also
is
good.
a show.
Nickelodeon.
Did you watch it?
I think
No,
it was
the new
Nickelodeon.
one.
Oh, there's a new one.
Yeah. Disney
Didn't
Plus.
know that. Oh,
Oh my gosh.
It's
I'll have
good.
to check it out.
Check it out.
Is it similar to the old one?
No,
Oh, okay.
it's good.
All right.
Okay.
Are you
so,
afraid of the dark? That was a good
I am.
one too.
Oh, you guys. He can't watch scary movies though.
It's not. It's like saying I don't like roller coasters and then seeing the little like snake dragon thing that goes around and being like, oh no, I'm not gonna go on that. It's a roller coaster. It's not a scary show. Anyway.
So
go
they're
ahead.
going to come up with their own class. So it won't be listed under whiskeys or bourbons. It's going to be its own
Correct.
class.
Yeah. That's what the guy today was saying as well.
Oh, was
Yeah.
he telling you all the regulations? So I'm
No,
just
not all the regulations. He just said they're going to be coming up with their own class because it isn't classed right now. There's no like
Right.
law or rules on it.
Yeah. So if you go on the CFR, we're under Title 27, Section 5 for bourbon, whiskey, and I'm sure it will be under that same section. It'll just be on its own class. But so what they're trying to do, what we think will go through for that class, will be 160 proof, but so that means it not 125 barrel entry proof. So as a whiskey, you know, you can go up to 190 in distillation. So this will be at 160 proof, 160 proof, but 80 proof bottled. So
Okay.
at coming off the still 160 proof. 100% malted barley. When it says single, it means, like if it says single malt, it means one distillery. So they're not mixing their malts. If it's a blended malt, it means it can come from two distilleries that are a malted barley, like a single malt and a single malt from two different is a blended single malt. So a blended malt. But if it's a single malt, it means it's one single distillery. And then mash distilled and matured in the U.S. if it's an American single malt. And it not exceeding 700 liters. So a hogshead, not exceeding a hogshead.
Oh, say what?
Not exceeding barrel.
I don't know what a hogshead is.
700 liters instead of the,
Instead of 750?
So,
I'm
no.
confused.
So size
700
of the
liters.
barrel.
Like a 55-gallon
Yeah.
barrel.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Because we have 53 gallon with American. So a hogshead's 63 gallon.
63, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Didn't
So,
realize
but
that.
over in Scotland, they do 700 liter. So,
Oh, barrels.
yeah, they're called hogsheads. But over here, our barrels are 53 gallons. So.
Interesting.
That's
So-
a big wooden barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you should
63
see
gallons.
Madeira barrel too. Those are huge too. So we have, those are like some of the informal, but I think those will be what they're going to be doing for regulations on American single malt. And that kind of leads to another thing. They did not talk about char. It does not have to be in a new charred oak barrel. So it's going to
Interesting.
differ. Yeah. And it didn't talk about any caramel added because in Scotch you can add coloring.
Okay.
But
Because they don't char the barrel, so it gets a lot less color.
could be, yeah. But they're using ex bourbon. I think it's for consistency wise because, like, if you have a Scotch, say you used ex bourbon barrel, you're not going to pick up as much color off a certain bourbon barrel, you know, like, or they didn't get as much color. They can just add. It's tasteless. They can add another little bit just to get that certain color to keep with consistency. I don't know how often they do that, but I'm sure they do it every now and then just to keep the color consistent.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
But I mean, obviously bourbon, you can't do that. So we're talking about a U.S. whiskey. So in the U.S., we don't use coloring or flavoring with our bourbons. So I don't know. They didn't talk about that, but they did say that they don't have to use a new charred oak barrel. So they can use X barrels, you know, like X bourbon barrels, wine barrels for finishing, all that. So you'll see some of that.
Interesting.
Does it have
So,
like tasting notes on it, or does it have anything like that on the bottle?
It didn't have anything that I saw on the bottle.
Ooh, let me go get one. I have something that has everything.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So I do know the barley that they're using, so I can tell you some of what you're going to pick up, but I'd like to see the tasting notes too as well.
Okay. So another thing I'll bring up while he's looking at that is they have a rye whiskey. Here, I'll show it here. Might be backwards. No, that's forward, I think. Yeah, I can read that.
Yep.
Rye whiskey, similar proof. I think it's 96 proof or 95. Is that 95? That's 95. 95 proof. Oh, no, 95% rye. Sorry.
All right. I'm like, wait, what?
95% rye. So 5% grain. And this is a 2-row malted barley.
Yeah. So they're using the 2-row in both of these. I
Oh,
think
okay.
that's their go-to is the 2-row. And so the 2-row versus the 6-row,
And it is 86% or 86 proof, I mean.
is it?
Yeah.
I bet that's going to have a lot of those spice flavors. I mean, 95%.
Oh,
rye.
95% rye, yeah.
That's
Well, we tried
huge.
100% rye over in Lynchburg, and
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
But this one's also finished in a red wine barrel.
I know. Yeah. So that could add, like, you know, give some of those fruitier notes, maybe calm it down a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
But the 2-row versus the 6-row on the barley. So basically,
Yeah, what does that mean? I have no clue.
So, like, we were kind of talking about this on the way where I was talking. There's actually somebody that's a scientist that goes around and, like, checks the barley in Scotland and, like, make sure it's appropriate for, you know, malting. And there's certain fields that create better barley than others. And those are the ones that certain distilleries seek after. But a 2-row is literally what it says. It's a little tinier. It's smaller barley. So if you look at I wish I had a picture, but if you looked at a barley piece of barley, it looks like almost like kind of like a horsehair. You know, you have some of the long strands, and then you have. If you could show a picture of barley.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting right now.
Yeah.
We'll eventually have it so I can just
Pull it up.
pull it up online, but right now,
Okay, yeah.
so
That's.
here's,
Let me take a look and see what you're seeing. So that looks like, okay, so that's a 6-row. That's a 2-row. So you can see the 6-row is a little bigger and bulkier.
oh, so it's different types of barley.
Yep. A 2-row is thinner and it's
So
smaller.
here in this, hold on, let me get it so I can actually get closer here. Here we go. And all right, so trying to.
You can kind of see the difference. One's
It's
thicker.
hard to see. So this yellow one, let me see over here.
You can. It's longer too.
There
It's
we
a
go.
little bit different than that
Is she-
picture, but
Yeah, I'm just.
you see the thickness of the 6-row versus the thinness of
The
the 2-row.
yellow one is the 6-row, and then the green one
Depending.
up here is the 2 in this picture.
In that, well, yeah, that still looks a little bit different than the 6-row, but it's that fattiness of it. It's
There we go.
longer and it has.
There we go. Look
Yeah,
at
there you
that.
go. Okay. Yep, that's the 6-row right there. That's the thicker one.
So yeah, thicker.
And the 2-row's a little bit thinner. They do give off a different flavor profile for sure. So
both of these use the 2-row.
Yeah, this company uses 2-row. It's going to give you more of. Oh, thank you. Oh, I like that.
Oh, he brought the stuff over. Okay.
So
cool.
how barley works is the grain itself, malting barley. How barley works, the grain itself, is you saw that picture. It's called the husk. The outside of those little, I don't know how to explain them. You saw the little barley pieces, not the long strands, but the actual grain. They're called the husk. Inside that husk, that's like the outside layer that protects the inside, sort of like it's like a hard shell. That's what we're trying to break when we malt the barley. We're trying to break that because we're trying to get to the endosperm. The endosperm is inside the husk. Inside, there's another layer called the brand underneath the husk.
Worked so well last time. It's not working this time.
Yeah, it's
No,
kind
it
of
doesn't work.
fuzzy.
Oh,
Right
there we
there.
go.
Back.
So the husk
Perfecto.
is the outside layer. The bran is the another layer on the inside, and then the endosperm and the germ on the inside. The endosperm is where the sugars are in that grain. That's what we're trying to ferment. That's where we're getting all the sugars for fermentation. So in order to release the endosperm, they have to get through that husk. So they do germination where they soak it for 2 days and let it sprout. And then when you let it sprout, you want to stop the sprouting. You don't want it to completely keep going. You want to stop that. So you kiln it. You dry it out. You heat it up.
Okay.
And that's when you would introduce either the peat or no peat. That's when you make that decision, is when you're drying it out. When they're malting, the germination starts, the sprouting starts, it will clump together. So that's where you see those pictures of them by hand turning on the malting floor.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you've ever seen that, but what they're doing is they're trying to make it so it doesn't all clump together during germination when they're sprouting. So it's a pretty cool little process. But these are the decisions you would make during the malting process, and then during the kilning. Are you going to introduce the peat at that point? That's where you get the peat. But also, like when you're talking about different areas over in Scotland, especially when you're talking about some of like the tertiary notes in some of the areas, because they're heating their houses with peat. The turfs are actually cut and used for heat. So you're getting the outside tertiary, and then you're also, burning the peat next to it too. So that's where the Scotch would get peatiness. But they're not doing peat here. We're just drying it out and doing the malting process. But the 2-row barley is a thinner husk. So that husk that we were talking about, it's thinner, so it's easier to break through and get to that endosperm, whereas the 6-row is a little bit thicker.
Gotcha.
So it's a little bit harder to get through to that endosperm.
But it has a different flavor,
It
different
does.
taste, so that might be interesting to
Because it's
some people.
thicker, there's more protein.
Oh.
Yeah, so you get more of that protein complex. It's a higher enzyme level and
I wonder
content.
what Jack uses.
Well, they're using malted barley, but it's
Oh,
already
okay.
malted just for the fact of. So you can with bourbon, the malted barley solely is to get fermentation going. Those
Well,
are
no,
the
I
sugars
mean
that
for
you're
their even on their their
Oh,
single
you're talking
malt.
about for their single malt?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah, yeah.
know. I don't know. That's a good
No, 'cause
question.
I mean, it's not even in the U.S. yet, so
Yeah, and that's another thing is they can use barley. It doesn't have to come from the U.S. With the American one,
Oh.
they can get barley anywhere. It's just the actual making, distillation, and
has to be done in the U.S.
and
interesting.
maturation has to be done in the U.S. It's more expensive for the 2-row barley
Mm-hmm.
than it is for the 6-row. 6-row is a little less expensive. You get a higher yield from the 2-row, but
This takes more work.
not higher yield, higher extract
Oh,
from the 2-row, but and a mellower flavor. So if you're looking for a more mellow flavor, you would go towards the 2-row a little bit more. So
okay.
yeah, cost. The 6-row gives a more astringent flavor. So I guess it's what you want to pick up from your barley.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm
So there's a
gonna.
little like short lesson in that, but I want to try it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I won't say what we're supposed to be able to smell or taste.
Okay, I'm smelling malty.
What do you mean by that? When you say malty, I mean obviously it's,
Obviously, it's malt.
a malt.
I'm thinking of like those candies, those malt candies, kind of.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Because this one's definitely got like some kind of like chocolate or like coffee or malt. Like it's like that coffee candy. The malt.
Yeah, we don't need this. She's got it.
Oh, why did I just say everything?
Yeah, pretty much.
Why? What is it?
Lingering finish of chocolate and coffee notes.
Isn't the coffee note crazy? Like
is.
on the finish, and it's there.
Well,
I
we
haven't even
haven't
tried
tasted
it yet. It tasted like
But thanks.
malt balls, like the chocolate malt. I can smell it.
I messed up the color of my camera. I don't know what I did, but now I'm red and all the blue is gone. I think because I had the
You had your
light,
phone up, so it just changed
so
it.
it just like
It adjusted. Yeah.
and I don't
Oh,
know how to get
wow.
it back. That's interesting. I've never had that happen before.
This is really good.
It's gonna do the same thing.
It does taste like the candies. What are those candies that are like malt balls? That's what they're called, right? They're chocolate covered malt.
Whoppers.
Whoppers,
Yeah,
yes.
that's what it tastes like.
Yes.
It tastes like Whoppers. Mm-hmm.
So very smooth, kind of sweet almost.
Very sweet.
Taste. The I can't really judge it on the first one, so
Not a lot of burn.
No, it was
Very
very smooth.
silky.
What's the
very smooth.
the proof?
Do you know the proof on it?
86.
Yeah, I think that's a good proof for that.
Yeah, I would agree. So there is a little bit, and definitely not harsh, but you can feel it a little bit in the finish.
When I drank it today, it was like just coffee on the finish.
There is a char on this. They are charring.
Yeah, no, you can. I mean, there's a little bit of
They said it was the way they charred the
Right there.
the barley.
I don't know.
That's where they got the coffee finish from.
interesting.
There's a char on the oak.
I'll
I
have-
bet
I'll have to
we
ask 'em.
should look it up. I feel like I can taste something. Does it say on there?
I don't know. I'm gonna see.
And I wonder if I feel like they might be using
Let me see it. I'll text the guy.
Oh, cool. Yeah, nothing. I mean, all it really says here is 100% malted barley, 86 proof, lingering finish of chocolate and coffee notes, full-bodied, well-integrated flavors.
what is this? Boston Harbor Distillery.
Yep, Boston Harbor Distillery, small batch, award-winning whiskey and other fine spirits, crafted harborside in a historic hidden gem of Boston. It's worth the journey. Cheers. Rhonda Coleman, founder and CEO. Tours, cocktails, events, staff educational tours available. And then this
Heck yeah,
was
I'm gonna
given
take
to
my
you by
staff
the
down.
New Hampshire
Can I?
distributor. And then it gives a whole bunch of people.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I have?
Oh yeah, you can. Oh come on, you had it. Good enough. Good enough.
Oh, thank you.
So
what's coming?
this
is
is
this the rye?
the High West,
Oh, this is the High West.
High Country.
I've
Oh
already tried
God.
this. Boston Harbor Distillery. This is the American single.
Well, I just want you guys to try it side by side
No,
because
I-
there's a huge difference. And,
Yeah.
and
We'll
that's
see.
why the whole thing needs some regulation, because you have these companies just going out and doing whatever the hell they want.
It's a
and
very
it's
different smell.
It's just creating this huge product market that isn't regulated. There's no like, it's not like bourbon or whiskey. You know,
Well,
there's just
Japanese
nothing.
whiskey, I don't think has any regulation either.
They
I
have
could
their own, but they
piss
really
in a bottle and sell it as
They're not
Japanese
gonna-
whiskey, and no one's gonna stop me. No, I wouldn't do that, but
No. Well, you'd have to be in Japan. You have to make it in.
you do have to make. Yeah, I think that there's no requirement, from what I know, and I could be completely wrong about what you put in it.
Yep.
Chard.
Oh, they're using Vendome. That's like the best of the best. So they must have some money because the Vendome copper pot
It's an
stills.
$80 bottle.
Yeah, the Vendome ones are the best of the best. Those are made in Kentucky. They're really good. All right, so, okay. Right.
What do you think of that, Warren?
Oh my
Aged
god!
in-
Oh my god! I was joking about pissing in a barrel.
It's totally different, isn't it? The
It's-
one thing I enjoy about the High Country, you can taste.
It's not that bad.
You can
but
taste the grain. You can taste the barley. Like it's
Yeah.
like you. It would be interesting to have the same liquid with a different barley and see if you could taste like they make it the same exact way with a different barley, because you
Do you
taste
know
so
if
much
it's
of that
the
grain.
2-row or the 6-row?
No idea. No idea.
Okay. Is that the bottle? No, that's the rye.
No, that's something different.
Oh, it is something different. Where did the rye go?
Oh, no, that's the rye.
I put
Sorry,
rye.
sorry,
No,
sorry.
the rye's down here.
Gotcha.
So what is that bottle?
That's Demon Seed.
Oh yeah, I just was reading that they had a demon seed. I wonder what that's all about.
What is demon seed?
It's pretty amazing.
Is it?
How does it work? Give me a little
Made with
history.
scorpion peppers,
Really?
maple syrup.
Shut up.
It's unbelievable. Yeah.
Interesting.
Where'd the thing go? Where'd the paper just go?
You had it. Oh, it's on the table.
Oh.
I bet they're using the 6-row because you can already smell an astringent to it.
Yeah. I mean, like he was saying, it's very. You can taste.
Which
The
I like
barley.
that. Like I don't drink I have a bottle at home, and
It's
I
not
don't
really that
I don't
bad.
drink a lot of it. But when I have someone come over, I'm like, hey, try this. You're really going to enjoy a little bit of this, because
Yeah.
it's something totally different. It's not like anything you've ever drank.
It's extremely different.
Yes.
Night and day.
So the demon seed, scorpion pepper, fresh ginger, and Vermont maple syrup. So it's only 66.7 proof. So you're not really going to get a lot
It can't be a whiskey.
in the
It's a flavored
alcohol.
whiskey.
It's a flavored whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, demon seed whiskey, and it even has like a little star next to it. I don't know what that means.
This is where things get weird because like whiskey has to be 80 proof. But people are saying like
No, we talked about that before though. The flavored whiskeys don't.
Yeah. I just wish that they could specialty spirit instead of
Yeah, right.
Well, so they don't
call
so
it whiskey.
that isn't. So they do follow the regulation, because that isn't found in the regular whiskey section.
Yeah.
That's found in the American whiskey section, where you have like the cookie dough stuff and
Yeah.
the peanut butter stuff and all that. The
Yeah.
American single malt, those are all in that same area.
like a specialty spirits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still like in the whiskey section. It's got like its own little corner.
I guarantee if we look this up, this might be the 6-row that they're talking about. I'd love to find that out because
Okay. What is it called again?
High West, High Country.
if this is the astringent that they're talking about, then you can tell night and day what they're using for barley. And it would make sense because if they're doing 100% barley, you're going to be able to pick up the differences quite easily. You know, if it doesn't have rye coming in to change things, it doesn't have corn coming in to change things. It's just all
No,
barley.
that
so-
it tastes like just straight barley.
well, yeah, but
Like
it
if I was
is,
to
but-
take a hand and put it in the water, like hot water, and make a tea out of it, this is what I would expect to taste.
yeah, I've tried this before.
No, it's 2-row.
Is it really? It tastes so
So-
astringent.
It says the recipe for High Country is 100% malted barley, but there are 3 recipes used. One is predominantly 2-row malted barley with Crystal 60 malt and chocolate malt added.
Okay.
Another is 100% two-row malted barley, and one is 100% Scottish peated malt.
Oh,
So I wonder, do you think this is the peated?
it could be. I don't know. Just like a light peat.
I
I'm not a
don't
big
know.
peat person. Like, I don't know.
I don't taste like
I don't
a
taste
peat.
like that. It tastes.
It doesn't taste like a smoky, like you would get out of a peated scotch, for instance. I don't get that from this.
It's definitely, it's night and day. This one's way, like, super smooth. The Putnam. Like, I would drink this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
for sure.
that's why I brought it in. I bought it
Maybe I do taste the peatedness to it.
on the finish.
Yeah.
It's
the
very
finish.
faint, so it's hard to tell, but
They do say that all three use a new charred oak, used bourbon. Oh, wait, hold on. 3 different types of barrels are used for maturation.
okay.
New charred oak, used bourbon and rye, and export.
Okay.
No. So each
Wait,
of
and
them-
that's on just that one, the High West one?
it doesn't say.
Oh, okay.
The high country, though.
Well, no, so High West, High Country, American Single Malt. It looks like there's 3 different ones, but I don't think you're gonna know what the recipe. Yeah, it says there's 3 recipes used. So how do you know which one you have?
No. They have 3 recipes and they blend
Oh,
it.
they blend it.
They take 3, yeah. So they take
Well,
Gotcha.
one from each barrel and they blend it together.
in a single malt, you're not supposed to be able to do that, though. What does it say on the bottle? Does it say
3
single
different
malt?
types of barrels are used for
So it's not a
maturation.
single.
On the bottle, it doesn't say single malt.
Okay.
It just says High West, High Country.
I guess it doesn't matter because it's American and they really haven't given any regulations yet anyway, but
And that's the problem. That's the problem the whole industry's having.
yeah.
Each of the 3 malted barley distillates are placed in each of the casks, creating 9 profiles. For the first release of High Country release, only 6 of the 9 profiles were used, and the whiskeys were 2 to 9 years old. Apparently, it says available exclusively in Utah, made in the USA. Matured oak casks no larger than 700 liters, distilled to no higher than 160 proof, bottled. So it looks like they're trying to get behind what the regulations are going to be.
I think they're all going to try to do that though, because like if they do the regulation, they have to pull it off they have to change the labeling, you know?
It says this is the proposed standard of identity by the American Single Malt Whiskey Commission. So exactly what you were saying. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah. And we do know, I don't know if that one is, I just tried to look it up, but I do know High West is MGP. So I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I don't know which ones are. I know the High Prairie. I think it's, which one is the bourbon? Is that the High Prairie bourbon? There's like something
don't
by
know.
High West. The bourbon is, I think, MGP,
Probably.
but I don't know. Because if you look at the bottle, I don't know if we have a bottle, it should say on the back.
These are brands we're talking about
Yeah.
in market from
Yeah.
MGP.
MGP. Yeah. Absolutely.
No brainer.
Yeah.
Well, some are blended, you know, but yeah.
What do I have here? This is.
They make an excellent rye. Everybody goes to MGP for their ryes, you know? Either that or Canada.
Wait, is
Canada,
this?
that's your regular one.
That's my regular one.
That's Putnam.
I smell maple on this, but maybe I'm just losing my mind. Do you smell maple?
They have a maple cream. We just took the maple cream out and we tried to make an espresso martini with it. But got lost in the espresso. Maple's not strong enough.
It tastes like a Whopper.
Tastes like a Whopper.
Did
That
you
sounds-
switch me out? Am I drinking the demon?
I haven't even
sure?
poured the demon.
It's still not. Well, that's weird. It could.
Did you
maybe
pour
my
yourself
mind-
the demon?
I think he did.
Maybe I did.
Looks like there is a pour out of it.
I mean, it definitely got open, but I didn't do that.
You opened it.
He probably did take a swig of it.
You probably opened it by accident and poured it in your cup by accident.
He was already going for it.
Can I? Do you mind? Can I try some of yours? I just want
Which
to make
one?
sure.
This one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's
Is your
drinking all
palate
mine.
all messed right now?
Is it the same?
No, it's the same.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm losing my mind, man.
Your palate's messed.
It's all this air travel that I've been doing, flying
wanna
from
use
Germany
some
to
Prosecco.
Tennessee to. No, I'm good. I'm
Are you
good.
sure?
Thank you, though.
It's a palate cleanser.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
yeah.
why I always drink it because it
Oh, really?
yeah
Oh.
The
like-
citrus and the bubbles and
dries out my palate so I can like try the next thing.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
do you want to try the demon seed?
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
Yes.
You do.
Yes.
I promise you do.
I'm scared.
I am too. So let me.
Finish your high country or port somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
They'll just a little tasting glass.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
Little
do.
plastic
I'm gonna
guy.
do a.
Do you want mine
I'm gonna do
too?
a shot at the nooch for the college kids called the demon shot. So it's gonna be a little Thai chili in the shot glass with the demon seed, and you have to eat the Thai chili and then take the shot.
Nice.
Oh God.
Be like $5.
Cool.
Yeah, I might have some hats made up.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Maybe I'll do it. Yeah, if I do like hats or like stickers or something like the demon shot from the nooch,
Yeah.
and you take the shot, you get a free sticker.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
just marketing.
We're gonna
I don't know if I can drink.
You can
just like a little bit.
just pour it into your other one. You won't even know the difference. Just blend it
Just
yourself.
Blend it yourself. Yeah.
All right, I'm
All
gonna.
right.
I'm
Well,
gonna-
let me show the
I'm gonna do
glass
this.
here. I mean the bottle.
I really don't.
I had it earlier.
Oh, and especially on my camera where
It's
it's all
red.
red. It's super red.
I don't like this one.
Just blend it.
You didn't finish yours either.
I know. I'm taking my time.
Oh, okay.
I've already drank like 6 ounces of alcohol today when the liquor rep came in and gave me all this stuff.
Nice.
They've got a maple cream he mixed with this. Unbelievable.
On point.
Oh my God, it was so good.
That could have been bad.
That was very close. You almost bought me a whole bottle of demon seed.
I almost had an entire bottle.
And you know what I
of
like
Demon
about this
Seed
Putnam
on
stuff?
the ground.
It's very inexpensive.
Is it?
$34. Not on sale.
Oh, really?
Right now it's on sale at the New Hampshire liquor store for $30 even.
Okay. Yeah, $30.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's really good price for
Single
what it
malt's
is.
a little bit more expensive, but that's to be
How much more?
expected. 79. It's $80.
Is it? I didn't buy that.
Oh, okay. Oh, he gave it to you?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. And then the Putnam Rye is 40.
Okay, it's not bad.
So,
Do you have the demon seed over there?
Me? No, I've already had it today.
Oh. Okay. What am
He's
I
like,
Just
nah.
do it. It's not that bad. So the one thing I will tell you,
oh.
you get the maple syrup on the front of the palate
And then-
immediately,
and then the burn.
and then you get punched in the face immediately.
I don't want to
Is
try
that a-
this now.
there's like a
I don't want to get
menthol.
punched in
But-
the face.
but the-
Am I going to look like Gil?
You are going to look like Gil. But the punch in the face goes away really fast.
Okay.
It's like got a menthol smell to it.
But
am I going to have to chase this with the other,
Yeah.
with the
No,
single malt?
do it, do it, do it, do it.
Oh, it's like earthy.
Do it.
Okay, here we go.
Oh. Oh. Ooh. Jesus. Oh, wow. Damn. Did you try it yet? It's super easy. Oh, my God. It's still burning.
It's like a fireball candy
Yeah.
with
Diplomat.
earthy.
So I will say that
Oh God, it's
the
We close
maple
around.
definitely comes in. Like
Yeah.
that, as soon as you drink it, that maple, you can taste that. But then the burn just overtakes and goes down
Yeah.
your throat.
yeah.
Very burny, very hot, very punch in your face.
It's like a fireball, like sucking on one of those fireball candies.
So,
But you get like the scorpion pepper. I've had scorpion pepper before.
yeah,
And you get that spice from it, which is really nice.
Yeah, it is spicy.
But it goes away fast, I think.
it lingers a little bit, but yeah. So roller coaster of flavors, spicy yet balanced, bold and flavorful, cocktail modifier and shot.
It can be used as like a tincture.
And it's 66.7 proof. You're really not getting a lot of.
No.
It's not strong.
No.
And
There's
that
no burn.
maple really is
Do you get it though, like right in the front of the
front.
palate?
Oh, yeah, I didn't
And
even
then
think it was
just-
gonna burn, and then it came in.
Then it just punches you
And
in
it
the
was
face.
like,
thanks a
yeah,
lot.
I hope you like that maple, because guess what I'm about to bring in.
That's what I should have put on my hat. Then it just punches you in the face. I
Punches
use
in
that
the
all the
face.
time.
Yeah. I think I poured myself too much.
Well, you got to finish it now, bud.
I know. Ugh. Ooh.
You can have
You want,
mine.
hold on. Up. Want to mix some of the maple in with it?
Sure. Don't tempt me with a good time.
Oh,
Ooh.
God.
That burned, man.
I don't want to mix anything with that.
Really? You rather just drink it straight?
No, I don't want to. I'd give
You
it to
just
you.
yeah.
I'm
I'm not. I'm not taking. Nope. No.
You know
not
what? It
me.
wouldn't be bad if you mixed it with a margarita or something. Gave it like a spicy margarita. Like,
Yeah, I like a spicy margarita.
yeah. Oh, that's a cool bottle. That
is a cool bottle. You want to show it?
I'm not a like cream person.
No.
Oh God.
Oh, she already. No, she doesn't like the cream.
Oh. I like the bottle. But do you want to show the bottle?
Yeah. Love to. I asked Josh a couple times, but
Wait till you guys drink it. It's really good.
so now that maple smell is extreme, obviously.
So with this mixture, you get a lot of maple, and the spice goes away. You get very little spice.
Oh yeah, that killed the spice.
Yeah, you still get just a little tiny hint.
A little bit. So again, it's that maple comes in strong. No, yeah, I can still taste the burn. Still there. Definitely majorly reduced.
A lot subdued.
Subdued, yeah. But it's still, I can feel it on the back
What
of
are
my
you
throat.
making me do? Ugh.
Wait till we do it at the Nooch when you have to eat the
I
Thai
was gonna say,
chili.
do we get hats?
I need a hat now. I deserve a hat.
Right?
It's like a spicy butterscotch candy.
Yes. Yeah, definitely butterscotch candy-esque.
Esque. She's not enjoying that.
No.
No, not even a little bit.
No.
You got the Prosecco, though.
Yeah.
That'll help.
Can I drink some Gentleman Jack instead?
Not my bottle.
Yeah, don't open that bottle.
Yeah. I do like a good Gentleman Jack, though.
Yeah,
Kelly's not the biggest fan, but
No,
I
he
like
was.
it.
He loved it here.
He loved it here, and then he went home and he didn't
He's like,
it.
didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah.
He doesn't know if it was like the because he was
cigar?
smoking. He only ever had it when he was here when he was smoking, and then when he was home he wasn't smoking. I think
like
you should
it.
try it in the fridge or freezer like you guys do.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Like you put it in the. Do you put it in the freezer or was that
I
Bill?
don't. It was Bill, but
Bill.
when he
Bill.
did that, I
Bill
never had.
Gillespie.
I usually just drink my whiskey.
Like room temp.
Yeah, room temp.
I even sometimes warm it up in my hand. Like I don't care if it's cold or not, you know. But when he took it out of the freezer, I was like, okay, I'll try something new. I've never had it out of the freezer like that before. It was so good.
So you hear that, Kelly? Put it in the freezer.
Give it a shot.
I know you're listening.
He's not opening that bottle.
Oh, he won't open that one. I think he's got another one at home.
Oh, he does. Oh, well, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah, I think that was one of his staples when he was here.
Yeah.
Gentleman Jack.
Yeah. So I do like the Putnam.
Got through it. Give me my hat.
Give him my hat.
I'm not gonna be able to get through that.
So we're gonna pour like full ounce and a half shots
Wow.
with Thai chilies in it.
Yeah. That'll be interesting.
And you got to pay for it.
Yeah. Can you go
But
punch,
you get a sticker.
Can you go punch the punching bag afterwards to
Oh, there you go.
help relieve some of the
Maybe that's what you have to do. Yeah, you got to hit the punching bag.
No, you got to
You
take,
take the shot, hit the punching bag.
punching bag.
Get a sticker.
Yeah.
I
Take-
bet if you did give him those Fireball candies, though, it would mellow it out.
Maybe eat the chili, take the shot, punch the bag.
Yeah.
Or take the shot, eat the chili as like a chaser, and then punch the bag.
No, I want to do the shot as a chaser because the chili's going to get your palate warmed up because the Thai chili isn't that hot.
Okay.
And then you take that, you're going to be like, whoa.
Yeah. So chili, shot.
Because if you were to
Bag.
take the shot and then you eat the chili, you're not even going to taste the chili.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's already going to be too hot.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Well, if you take the chili first and then you take the shot, you're only going to taste the sweetness because the chili is going to be so spicy that you're just going to taste all the like sweet.
Well, no, the
sweetness.
shot is going to be spicier than the chili that they're eating anyways. So it's gonna
Yeah.
you're gonna taste a little bit of it, but not as much as you would if you just took the shot alone.
Or maybe you take the chili, right? Start low, so you get the little spice. Then you take the shot, spice increases, then instead of hitting the bag, you have Gil punch you in the face.
Nice.
So you're stepping your way up. 1, 2, 3.
Yep. Last thing, get punched in the face.
Yeah.
Yes.
Knockout.
And it's like,
TKO.
then you definitely deserve a hat. Or a sticker, I guess.
Oh, our new sweatshirts come in tomorrow.
Ooh, what are they?
What are they?
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Well, of course.
No,
Pink and white.
Ooh, so is it like the one I have but pink instead of red? Or is it pink with a white
Pink sweatshirt with white lettering.
sold?
Like Barbie. Barbie dream car.
Oh, I'm in.
Yeah, Barbie was huge, so we decided to like play a little bit off of that.
Put one aside.
Then we have tan and brown, which I like that one more.
The tan and brown.
It's like military tan with dark brown lettering.
Okay.
Our new
Put 'em-
hats are fire too.
Put them both aside.
Our new hats are money.
I'm not getting a hat. I don't wear hats.
No.
Sometimes
They're
I do.
royal blue
Yeah.
with Carhartt brown on the front
Oh, that's cool.
and royal blue stitching.
I have the white hat from you guys.
Oh,
I
the
like that
golf
one.
hat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. But yeah.
All
So,
right.
So how'd you feel about these?
Everything we tried.
Yeah. What was your favorite? What was your
definitely not the demon.
no?
Bottom of the list.
Yeah. Not that it was bad. It's just an acquired taste. Like if you like spice, then go for it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just not, I'm not a huge spice guy. So
Yeah.
We didn't even try the rye.
no, we didn't try the rye.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like that rye is going to be
It's 100%. Oh, no, it's 95.5.
95.
95.5.
Which makes sense because, you know, they want to put the grain in there somewhere, right?
Yeah.
I would say my favorite was. Didn't you say we were going to compare this to the Macallan 18?
Yeah, I
we
thought
did
that's
not
what
say
you
that.
I
said.
thought I could have sworn I heard that.
I
Did
did.
not. I did
Somewhere.
not say that.
Macallan 18 is that yeah right?
No, I don't remember saying that.
I mean, we
Or
have
Macallan.
To.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
Macallan.
Macallan.
We have to.
You always call it McCullen.
I always call it Macallan. I don't know. Maybe it's the
California.
where I
in
heard- No, it would be more of like a Boston, if anything.
you? McCullen. Give me the McCullen.
Yo.
I think.
Hey,
My
give me the McCullen.
my mom's a McCollum, so
Oh,
maybe
maybe
that's
that's
where I
what it
get
is.
it
Is
from.
it? Yeah.
McCallan.
Macallan,
And
Allen,
Allen.
Yeah.
Mac Allen.
Mac Allen.
There
Think
you
of it
go.
like that, then just make it a lot faster.
Okay, I can
Mac
do that.
Allen.
I'll just pronounce it wrong.
Just keep doing
Yeah,
that.
that's fine.
We all love you.
Yeah, there you go. French fries.
Belgium fries.
All right, yeah. So
Yeah, peace out. Thanks.
I don't think we're rating any of these, are we?
No.
No. I don't think they'd make it. No offense.
Well, I definitely like the platinum single malt. I thought that was great.
I really like the single malt, and the only reason I'm bringing it on is I enjoy the coffee finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's going to pair really well with
like
a cigar.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that enjoy cigars with espresso and coffee and stuff like that. So I think it's really going to pair well with a cigar.
And the
I think that's
mouthfeel
great.
is very silky. It's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well,
Very smooth.
that's a show.
Cheers.
Absolutely. Cheers.
We should do this every show.
We should
can
cheers
on the show.
Cheers the camera.
Wait.
Get on the camera, Jimmy.
Cheers.
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 Oh, I got to do it manually. I forgot.
Yeah.
There we go.